The first UNESCO World Heritage Site I've ever seen, I think, that I started documenting now. With all these cool things back there. Sawadee Krap! Let's explore Thailand's second capital, Ayutthaya. Another history explorer. Took a boat there and a train back. 3 awesome days. Good morning. We're on the Chao Phraya River. Here's my friend that's going with me on the trip. Just kidding. Alright, so we're going on an adventure to the old capital. Doing it the old-fashioned way. Going from Bangkok, the new capital, since 1700s, upriver on a boat to Ayutthaya, the old capital from 1300 to 1700s, exact years. We'll talk about later. Here we go. Sawadee Krap! Alright. Grand Pearl. Couple hours upriver. We're going. German couple or something, a little older, is coming with us. Good old Bangkok. Bang to my. And on our boat, it's a big group of German people, I think. Sawadee Krap, Sawadee Krap. All right. How long's the boat ride? 4 hours. Here we go. This little royal family. This side, this side. Sawadee Krap. Ooh. I should have waited to eat. Sawadee Krap. Alright. Wow.
15 o'clock. Our cruise, we have special show. Special show. We have the Thai
Special
show
show.
on the upstairs. You can learn how to cook the Thai food, Thai authentic food with our chef, master chef
This is
of
funny.
our cruise. Yeah, on the you can see what is the ingredient, what is the Thai herbs that we cook in the tom yam goong or the sour and
Chinese immigrants here past 200 years. Muslim, like Java. Over here is Indian. She just said people from India moved here. Birds. Go to church, Buddhist temple. Yeah, my favorite Thailand temple, Wat Arun. Went there the other day, that was a good one, and see the spires of another one we went to the other day too. 3, 2, 1. Temple was seen by boat coming the other direction as they were fleeing where we're going, Ayutthaya, at dawn. This temple was seen as the sun was coming up by the king that was coming down here to set up Bangkok, and was like, it's a sign. Bangkok's gonna be a great capital city for us. Both go in the opposite direction in those days. Favorite temple in Thailand. Over here's the National Palace too. Real quick, let's look at that. Yes, I want to be in the cooking demonstration.
The Grand Palace,
I like being a little touristy sometimes, that's alright.
that cover the palace of Thailand. The Grand Palace, the area inside is around 60 acres inside there.
That's a good. Buddha, yes, I want to see that. From Chiang Rai, then to Vientiane, and swipe for Vientiane, put here. That Emerald Buddha she's talking about.
For happiness.
It's got an interesting story that we've been to many places. The early days of our travels, Chiang Rai. It's really old temples where it originated. Then the Lana king made an alliance with the Laos king. I forget what the kingdom was called. So then they sent the Emerald Buddha to Vientiane for safety. And then a couple hundred years later, the Thai attacked the Laotian kingdom there, invaded their capital, pretty much destroyed it, swiped the Emerald Buddha, and brought it, put it in there. They don't tell that story, but that's the story of that most precious jade item. It was found in mysterious circumstance in the north, though. Just one final thing. There's a parliament building of Thailand. They have a prime minister and all the people in the parliament, so it is kind of a monarchy / democracy, kind of like some other places. Interesting times. Naga Buddha. Yeah. Funny.
To try it.
Assessment of the boat ride, you know, that was fun. Cruising down. Did a little cooking demonstration of the Thai classics. Pad Thai, Pad Krao, Tom Yum Goong soup. Got to try it. They had a little buffet. You know, I thought we would be pulling up to the old ruins of Ayutthaya. There's a couple of different ways to say it, but we're like stopping soon and taking a 1 hour car ride to the city. I thought the boat was gonna kind of like go right up to it. That would have been really cool. Oh well, I guess it's maybe the river thins out. It doesn't have so much traffic up there anymore. Anyways, it was fun. Bunch of German people, tourist group tour. And they were like, "Oh, it's too spicy for you, sir." I'm like, "Oh, no, trust me, I can handle it." It's weird. It's kind of funny to like play around like, "Oh, I've never traveled, never been to Thailand." Like that's what they assume, you know. They're trying to like teach you about the culture. Actually, it was a lot of interesting facts. I missed some of that. Oh, it's about like the first hospital ever in Thailand, 200 years old on the river, Bangkok. Some stuff about the schools and the government, the parliament, where the king used to live and where he lives now. Yeah, see, we're stopping right here. Anyways, let's do the cool stuff now. See what else they show. It was fun riding the boat. Felt weird to be a tourist. I don't want to explain like, yeah, it's our 5th time Thailand. We've been traveling 7 years. Fine. This is my first time ever traveling in Bangkok. I don't like spicy. The girl even said Dankeschön to me. She thought I was German. I am ethnic, good percentage ethnic German. All right, enough rambling. Bye. Goodbye, boat. That was fun. The lady was so nice too at the pier. She's such a good tour guide lady. What kind of room?
What kind of room? Happy room.
Yeah.
Happy room.
I will go there. Yes, the bathroom. She's so nice. I like her. All right, thank you, boat. Nice times. Going. fish down there. Lots of fish. Fish down there. Look at that. Oh, that yellow one looks really cool. That's some plastic rubbish. Whoa, that was a big one. See that? Whoa, big catfish. That was crazy. The bicycle area. We biked around Ayutthaya for 45 minutes one time in 2018. Had to leave quick. That's why I said I'm always gonna come back, take my time. I guess at first we're gonna go like on a tour. We're gonna explain everything. Not gonna film too much of that. Just enjoy the experience. Probably, but after tell the story of the Siamese kingdom, Ayutthaya. And that I wanted to come back to, biking again. Ayutthaya. People doing the elephants still, oh man. Always Asians on the elephant. The woman said Japanese people like to do that. Hello. Oh man, they look so tired and hot. God. Anyways, cool history. Yes, I'm back. I remember I was so angry that I had to leave this place. God, the elephant with the tusks, those are dangerous, man. Fucking hell, they just killed a Spanish girl on a tourist in Thailand. I know it's a job and it's tough, but it's a crazy thing. All right, restoration from a month ago of an earlier 1954 restoration. Big Buddha. This behind is one of the original ruins. Early Ayutthaya temple, 1350s or earlier built. It was near the Grand Palace. And you know, 33 kings, 5 dynasties they had here. Till it was burnt to the ground. More on that story later, but pretty crazy looking. I like this kind of stuff. I'm back. I'm finally coming back. I love this kind of stuff. Ruins from 1300s, 1350 at least. Burned by the Burmese in war. It won't rebuild it. Ray, they used to call me. So I forget who, some Aussies we met at some point, 2018 or something. I'm back. I've been wanting to come back here. Now I'm back. And one bit of information I didn't know was it wasn't directly from here to Bangkok where they moved the capital. I keep saying that. For a couple years in the 1700s till 1784, they're in this other city, Thonburi, after they abandoned this place. And then Bangkok was seen as the preferred capital. But yeah, this was the capital of Thailand for the most years. And I love walking around with things like this. It's been my obsession. This was one of the first places that I've been where I walked around ruins ever in my life, actually. One of my first UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now I have been to 60. So it's kind of cool to do a redo. You can still see black marks on some of the statues and stuff that were toppled over. Oh man, crazy. Siam. Alright, I said I wasn't going to film too much in this part, but probably will. I-4, man. I like finding stuff like that. The carvings up there. And down right there. Maybe. Ooh, it's hot. Jeez. Massive temples once.
Okay, and then continue.
This one wasn't destroyed. The destruction of the city, that's kind of cool. Did you get it?
Half on the left hand, half on the right hand. Like this.
Alright. This temple's been here since 1499. I got myself a little flower. Folded lotus flower. So I guess they had an agreement with Myanmar. You know, they were like, alright, we won't burn this temple because we want to re-inhabit the area, which they did for a bit. So I didn't know that. Sometimes tour guides are a good idea. My wishes, 4 wishes, one for myself, one for family, one for the world, and one for health. this old temple. We'll leave it there. Interesting information. So Burma attacked and took over this area as a vassal before, early on, 1569 it says. And it was like an agreement then that this place with the King of Thailand and King of Burma discussed the peace issue. And later on when they invaded this place, Burmese used it as like a base. And they remembered that time, so they didn't destroy this. Crazy. Original. Week you're born, which Buddha correlates to. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday's an unlucky day, so they have a morning one and an evening one. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then for the people who don't remember the birthday, it's kind of interesting. My one, I believe it's this one. Cool. So when Burma was attacking Ayutthaya, they remembered this temple that they made a peace agreement in. So they set up shop here. And they set up shop here and they put up cannons in here. We're blasting the royal palace from this temple. They made like this agreement that they won't burn. They didn't burn this one down. They were gonna keep this one. This was their special place where their king, Thai king, made a peace agreement in the 1500s. Crazy story. That's interesting. And we're off. The one original temple, 1499 built. Couple hundred years into Ayutthaya's time. Still the one that survived destruction. But I didn't know about it. There we go. So, you know what? That's cool. A lot of legend involved in this kind of stuff too. Royal family. All right. Cool. This is the funny part of the video. I lost my group, the 4 Germans and the tour guide. I saw them pull out here on the bikes. And I went each way. I went over there, I went over here, I went back around that way, like to see if they were waiting up, like looking to see if I was coming, and they weren't any direction. I don't know which way they went. I can't get a hold of them. I don't have their number or anything. So crazy. I guess I'm just gonna wait here. Hopefully they come back. What can you do? I feel like I'm 4 years old, lost in the grocery store with my mama. It's so weird, man. I don't even know the company's name. I have their bike. Maybe I could just make my own tour day and find them later. I don't know. I have Vanessa's phone in this bag. See, she didn't want to have her phone. I'm gonna put her bag in here so I can't contact her. Oh yeah. Crazy. Found my group. Just more history. She came back and got me. The lady. Wow, that's really cool right there. Whoa. Whoa. Over there, very epic. I remember being here before. This is where I first ever seen a UNESCO sign. Ever in my life. One of my favorite things. There it is right there. Awesome. Oh man, I want to go back to that spot. That was terrible filming, zooming in, but I'm so excited to be here again. It's really cool. These are like the royal tombs. Incredible. Ayutthaya. Man, those just look so dope, man. So cool. Each tomb for a different king. The Ayutthaya Siamese kingdom. 3 identical ones. The smaller ones were like for their family members here. The ashes are still in there, technically. Looks like Roman ruins, man. I love this. Look, it's not that old though, but it's pretty old. Over 500 years. There's Koreans here for some reason. Yeah, ruins. I love brick ruins. You can walk right up to this stuff. Touch it. It's one of my favorite things to do in the world. Traveling. And this one just crumbled down. Siamese palace tombs. Gonna tell more of the story after this, but I gotta walk around, document this area. Pretty awesome. Left ruin. How could other Buddhists destroy Buddhist places? Cut off heads of Buddha, like that's gotta be some bad juju, man, or something. Bad luck, bad. All the Buddha statues are demolished. Yeah, crazy, man. They just went on a rampage. Oh, man, it's been a while since I've seen a street dog. I was coming down to you now. Oh, there's he's eating.
Nice Korean man was being nice to you.
There's a lot of Koreans here right now, huh? That's interesting. Wonder why. Large golden Buddha used to stand here, 8 or 16 meters tall, and it was totally burnt down during the battle and the fire. Yeah, they burnt gold, melted gold. Probably was never recovered. That's crazy, and only the copper core was remaining. And they moved the ruins to Bangkok somewhere. Wild. Gold. Imagine how expensive that thing was to make. And just burnt it down. Standing right here somewhere. Whoa. Whoa. What in that picture?
Yeah.
History of Byzantium tour.
You had a
But
lot
it's
of
like
interesting
$15,000. Oh, there's a Buddha that's not totally destroyed. So many statues of Buddha. Just build more. It's like Jesus, though, you know, same kind of deal. It's one man influenced so many. Coming back 7 years later, taking me to so many UNESCO sites, making sure I get to do all my history exploring. 1374 is where the Grand Monk of Ayutthaya lived. Nice, more history. And over here is a Buddha head. There's an intact one. Yeah, oh man, I love this kind of stuff. Yeah, I think it's in there. Crazy tree grew around it. Ruined. Famous Buddha head in the tree. Got severed from its body somewhere, and nature just took it over. Or really, the tree probably just grew into it and it just came out. Pretty crazy.
All right. 10 minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes after bite.
Lots of people taking pictures at the famous Buddha. A lot of Koreans and Japanese here right now. Interesting to see that. I wonder why. Oh yeah, it's their winter break in Korea right now until March 4th. My Korean students told me.
What?
March 4th they're off until for the New Year break. That's why it's lots of Koreans. Anyways, cool. Rows of Buddhas everywhere, leaning towers, massive ruins. Man, that was a huge building at one point. All kinds of stuff going on over here. Big Indian looking just like India, those temples. Oh, there's an intact one. I'll put back together maybe. Hello, Buddha. Looking real peaceful there. Man, this was a massive one. Germans and Koreans. Two ethnicities the most right now. Interestingly, Germans and Koreans. Ah, cool. Good times. Good temple. Old capital. Hey, Ayutthaya. Cool tuk-tuk.
More see-throughs because more people can come in on one.
Where are we going? Holy shit. Alright, I don't want to drop my camera. You guys rocking it. Got me. Oh man, this place is cool that we just stumble in. Alright, Ayutthaya night market. This place rocking some old school music. Has like kind of a Taiwan specialty a little bit. They got a Michelin star, Michelin recommended in 25, not star. I always get confused by that, but that's kind of cool. There's a fried mussel pancake with bean sprouts. That's crazy looking. Whoa. That's awesome. That's different than Taiwan. Crispy.
Malaysia, Singapore.
This is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I just missed the fire. He was throwing eggs into the thing. So cool. This is so cool. I gotta come back. You know, I wasn't really filming at the night market, and whoa! We were walking down this ancient path through the dark. Some ghost dogs in the distance.
Ghost dogs?
Always white dogs or ghost dogs. And I don't know why, it's in Armenia. But we're in the ancient city of Ayutthaya. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes like crazy. Actually, it's not ancient. It's around 600 years old, 700, 800 years old, give or take. But that's fucking cool, man. We just walked up on this. Amazing.
We're at the signs behind it.
Two, gonna go off the beaten path a little bit today and woke up from a really cool little homestay, 28 bucks, and I should have showed that. I just looked across the park and I was like, what is over there? Whoa, some cool stuff, ruins. Let's go walk around. So they got the famous sites, you know, the Buddha head in the tree and everything. But really, Ayutthaya was a massive, spread out city, and there's temples and stone ruins everywhere. Look at this stupa. Whoa. I love this. Just walking around the ordination hall. It says there. Nice. Crazy. There's tons more over there, man. A lot of time and effort put into building all this stuff. All right, let's go explore. Ooh. Oops. What was that? Vegetable lady? Guy fishing? More ruins? Oh man, they got these huge birds in here too. Hired little UNESCO shuttles. Take people around the sites. Man, I wonder what happened. Just wasn't sustainable. What kind of animal heads?
I didn't do it. Oh my god.
What's up, pterodactyl bird? Some turtles in there or something. Walking around, super hot heat. Alright. What's down here? There's a big ass pig over there that's walking around by this ruin that I randomly wanted to see. I wanted to try and go off the beaten path a little bit. We got a wild boar. Yeah, look at that thing waltzing around. It's a girl pig. Moo. Oh. Right. Found one off the beaten path. Got a good golden boot. Going to some temples off the beaten path over here.
Jumped back in the house to revolt in anger at the owner for hitting him. And now
Where'd that pig go?
He went on top of the table.
There's another dog over there. Bought one of the day off the beaten tourist path a little bit. The damn street dogs and a wild pig isn't stopping me. Getting a little crazy over here though, but it's all right. Cool room. Comforts of developed Taiwan and Japan for 6 months. Walking around these areas of street dogs, and there's a street pig. That was pretty crazy. Man, I've lost my bravery a little bit, my gusto. This is what it's all about, though. This is what I love doing. There's nobody over here, no tourists. It's really crazy looking. Wow. Here's another one. I retreated the way I was gonna go. Oh, way to the north. There's a bunch of temples up there that I thought was like off the beaten path, but I'm losing my gusto, man. I don't want to deal with dogs like in India anymore. Crazy rural area. You don't know what's around each corner. People are cool, but yeah, it was a little bit slums kind of conditions over there. A little bit rough. Feel for them, for sure. Thailand's not all touristy. Perfect. They've got the locals too, man. Perfect for tourism sector. Got the locals. Oh man, this is cool though. I'm retreating. It's all right. Retreat from the dogs. Get another pad krap out, our favorite. Known as Thai fast food, can be made in only 5 minutes. Classic.
I learned that on the tour.
Good pork. We just saw a pig. A wild pig, a street pig. Oh, the street
I don't
dog.
think it was a street.
Yeah, nobody
I
owned that
think they
pig.
were whistling and he was coming back, but maybe.
All right, I love it. Just walking around, and both sides got some ruins. Ooh, that's a really cool one back there. Oh, you damn dogs. So many temples. Ruins. Some kind of building there. I'm not retreating. We're going for it. There's a dog. God dang it. We're going to one side. The yellow flag is for the king, and the Thai flag is for the people. There's a modern temple over here. Nice. One, the portal of time. This tree just grew into the gate here of this Wat. A little off the beaten path. Found a good one. There's so many. These trees are so cool. Good sized stupa back there. Wow, there's a massive one in the distance too. Cool area. All right. Ayutthaya, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Off the beaten path here. Portal of Time. Temple. But first UNESCO site, in this 7 years of traveling, wanted to come back again, like Kyoto a couple months ago, spend some more time. So this is off the touristy path, all that stuff. The center island of the main capital city is way over that way. Let's talk about some of this here. Right. The capital of Siam, Thailand, Ayutthaya. 1350 to 1767. Let's go inside. The portal. Going in the time machine. There's trees. So the second time from UNESCO. Equidistance between India and China, and well upstream to be protected from Arab and European powers who are expanding their influence in the region, even as Ayutthaya was itself consolidating and extending its own power to fill the vacuum left by the fall of Angkor, the Khmer Empire. As a result, Ayutthaya became a center of economics and trade at the regional and global levels, and is an important connecting point between the East and the West. The royal court of Ayutthaya exchanged ambassadors far and wide, including the French court at Versailles and the Mughal court in Delhi, as well as the imperial courts of Japan and China. Whoa. As you can see, most things in ruins of Ayutthaya because it was savagely sieged in 1767 by the Burmese, who burnt the city to the ground, killing many people. And they never rebuilt it. The capital briefly moved to Thonburi and then eventually to Bangkok, is where this journey started on a boat ride down the Chao Phraya River that runs also through here. Oh, now she's doing something over there. Yeah, people come here and do Buddhist rituals up to this day, this place. She's feeding the geese. She just did a bunch of prayer things and left some flowers here. Very cool place. And there's ruined temples scattered all around like this. It's amazing. Oh, I'm in this quiet place. Hello, Buddha. Let's talk about a little regional history setting up Ayutthaya. So the region down here, since around the 1st century, was influenced and Indianized by upper class trading Brahmins. That's like the upper class of Hindu society from southeast India, kind of near Chennai, where it was not that long ago. They came over here, heavily influencing the culture, especially religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, writing, art, law, food, society, and more. Some of them marrying local women, becoming kings, and trading with India, China, with far-off connections with Rome, even Rome via Egypt and the Red Sea. It's called the early Funan period, so it was like the pre-Cambodian Khmer era. So this area, like most of all Southeast Asia, around 800 to 1300 AD or so, was Khmer Cambodian Empire. And Ayutthaya is one of the kingdoms, powerful kingdoms that ended up springing up around Southeast Asia after that fell. A multi-ethnic empire with Mon and Siamese living around here. In 1238, the Sukhothai broke away, setting up the first Thai kingdom slightly north of here. Thai meaning free people. That's what Thai means. And I hope to visit there in a few months, actually. Sukhothai, another ancient capital. That's the first capital of Thailand. This is the second. They stretched down to here in much of modern Thailand, the Sukhothai, except for the north, known as the Lana. They were known for being kind and accepting of others. But soon, their vassal territories, like around here, began to break free, like when 3 kingdoms merged into one in the Lower Chao Chao Phraya River Valley, establishing the capital here in 1350, Ayutthaya. Some archaeological evidence, pottery shards and stuff of a city that was here before this capital was established. Some of the ruins are a little bit older, temples, but we're gonna tell the rest of this story at the little bit more crowded areas where the real capital was, the capital river island, Ayutthaya. You know, I'm liking this area. Ayutthaya. Cool tree growing into the. I love that. I do all ritual, or most. Saw the Thais doing this. You leave flowers for the Buddha there. You leave some incense. It's a cool place. Support the local lady back there. She said, "Thank you very much." Oh, the bird just almost hit the camera. That was crazy. All right, let's do it. Like India, we're talking about the Indianization, even flowers, and Bali. Is that Hindu influenced flowers for sacred things? Beautiful flowers. Nice. Ooh, that was sharp. There's some interesting bird life over here. Gotta go to this lotus pond too as a part of it. This family's being funny. Geese. Some people are feeding the geese or the turtles or whatever's over here. I don't know, but we're going. Enough filming. Let's go walk to the other side now. We're going to the south, from the north to the south. Cool. All of Southeast Asia used to be a massive rainforest before it got cleared out. Humans. But that's a tree that's left over from those times. Massive. Crazy.
Hopefully nothing happens. Wow, look at this even more crazy looking tree, this bamboo. It's so thick, or whatever this tree is. Look at the bottom.
Yeah, it has weird little pods on the top.
I know, it's squash. Not a squash.
I don't know what that is.
I forget.
I got more brave. It is very beautiful, you were saying? Because this has been one of my favorite areas over here. Man, some rough housing. Old ruins everywhere. A few wild dogs. Probably everything was very beautiful and nice.
Right? Like this would be so many color or stone.
Probably people everywhere, monks. Flower garden area. Walking around randomly back there, there's a little stupa, almost intact Buddha. Still has some of the head on. Man, that was cool. Oh, where are those? There's one of those massive birds. This is a really cool community over here on this old canal. And our third animal of the day, there's the goat now on our path. I saw a wild pig. There's another one. Ooh, that one's running. And I don't want to get hit by the horns. Crazy birds that I'm seeing. There we go. Oh, we lost him. Man, that was like orange, huge face with black and white stripes. I just saw this blue one. Nature is allowed to thrive in these ruins. birds. Hear this. Whoop. There's another one. Whoa, cool. Series of like man-made canals over here. They're kind of cool. Haven't filmed for a minute. Just saw a massive monitor lizard. The guy's hanging out over there.
Highly recommend this area.
What we doing now? We're on a tuk-tuk again. Say hi to the camera. Hi. And going on a boat. Dinner. That's part of the video. Alright. Some beers. It's all good. We're going. Alright, man. We're going to the Chao Phrao Historic River of all of Thailand on a dinner cruise. Why not? Just talked to some cool Koreans, having some drinks over there. Those guys were cool, man. Over here, man. Woo. On the boat, got a big spread, everything. Here we go. We're hanging out. I'm not gonna film too much of this. It's an experience for sure. I'm gonna film some Ayutthaya boat. Hello. Yeah, that's a really nice tom yum, one of the best. White rice. Oh, in Thailand, love this kind of stuff. Abandoned Ayutthaya hotel on the river. Oh, what happened? Captain did a great job. That's kind of cool. They have a Chinese style temple with the Thai style temple at the same place. I like that.
Also on the water, just like the Chinese temple where we live, Bangkok is on the water.
Ancient river port or something. Nice. Hello, Captain. The Shivalinga stupas. The exact age on this, but you had the Portuguese coming here in the 1500s, 1511, 1513. You had the French connection in the 1600s. Catholic places, St. Joseph's Catholic Church. It was a multicultural society, and they had to build their own neighborhoods. A lot of people, there's a St. Joseph's. 350 years, I think that says. Yeah. Rebuilt it, I guess. Rebuilt it up in its former glory. Nice. St. Joseph's Ayutthaya. Ancient Ayutthaya. That's an epic shot. All the stupas, the main temple in the middle, right in the river. Imagine what this looked like 700 years ago. Would have looked crazy. People pulling up to the city like, whoa. And good boating, Captain. Man, 700 years old. Ayutthaya. Ah, that's nice.
Crazy, bro.
Stairs going up into like the inner sanctum. Like who knows what they were thinking, the people in this era, what they were walking up those stairs to do, what was happening. Man, very cool. You're very photogenic right now with the captain steering the wheel on the back. Rolling down the Chao Phrao River. Yeah. Chao Phraya River. Said it wrong. Guys, what does 28 bucks get you a night in Thailand and Ayutthaya? Some ancient stuff on the walls, nice big comfortable bed, little TV, good bathroom. It's dark in there, but you know, you're going everywhere. Has little snacks and stuff available for you. Little patio if you want to hang out outside. Would be a good teaching area for our online work. Yeah, it was comfortable. Good spot. Things to do today. Some cool decorations. Yeah. Good times. Nice in Thailand. Nice lady owning this place. Good little spot. It's always smiling. It's okay. She kept saying to me, nice, all right. Today we're going with this guy. We saw his advertisement, looked like a cool guy. Tuk-tuk style, water worthy. Could go on the boat ride kind of feeling. They always have the speakers in the back. All right, bye-bye little place. The one with the tusk, that's pretty impressive. That's a big one, wow. Even though I'm not supportive of that kind of stuff, but here we go. Wat Phra Ram. Ram, like the ancient story of India. Prince. That we like so much that we learned about. Cool. All right, the elephant riding's crazy. Guess that's how they used to ride around the royalty in old Ayutthaya. People want to do a little more history one more time around all this stuff. We haven't been to this one yet. 1369 is what was created. Intricate murals inside. Wat Ram. Something Ram. We were just talking about that Indianization. Well, that's an ancient story of a prince from India that they like so much. Got to hear too. The Hindu epic story Ramayana, who was an incarnation of Vishnu. This place is named after. And maybe, I don't know. But old, man, it's huge. 1369. Nobody's really around at this one right now, so that's kind of cool. It's hot. Yeah. Used to be a relic chamber where they had a piece of relic of the Buddha sitting inside there. And it had artwork all on the inside. Impressive construction. 1369. Yeah. Art with the sun umbrella. Whoa. Buddha head. Yeah, man, we got this one kind of to ourselves right now. There's something I haven't seen on some of the other ones, a little figurine kind of up there. You know? The bird just stopped. Trees growing out of the temple. That breeze feels nice. Nature is taking over. It's a cool bird up there. I can't quite see it. Blue, kind of. Yeah, they got the opening right there. Man, I wonder what's in there. Just did some artwork on the sign. Crazy. Just inside, you can see some Naga snakes up there. Multi-headed snake, mythological. And you can still see some of the outfit that this one was wearing. About how this region was part of the Khmer Empire. Well, this influenced by that style. Just like Angkor Wat towers, kind of the same shape, bell-shaped. Wat Phra-ram. There we go. Khmer style stupa. Man, these buildings must have been magnificent. Imagine traveling here from like a really rural village or something to the capital. See all this crazy stuff. Love thinking about that. Okay, next stop. It's built by a king on the site where his father, another king, was cremated. It was once a massive swamp. Wat Phra-ram. That was a good one. Close to the royal palace. And that dog has fleas. Cool. Okay. A modern construction. Country of Myanmar rebuilt this for Ayutthaya to say like sorry for destroying your old capital. That's a sign of friendship. Let's go check it out. Alright, this is my favorite area of the Ayutthaya Park near the royal palace. We're going to go into there in a minute. These are the tombs of some of the kings. Complex, very cool. And near the UNESCO sign. Alright, so 1350 established Ayutthaya Kingdom. An absolute monarchy named after a historic region in Uttar Pradesh, India. Is what they named it after. There's evidence though it could have existed since the 1200s. Pottery shards are on the river island. And there's written records of tribute missions to Song and Yuan dynasties in China, as well as the Vietnamese Empire in South India and Da Viet in northern Vietnam. A land of 596 temples. The king of Siam ruled from this place. Okay. All right, so I guess the rule was that each member of the royal family got a stupa or a temple, and then the wife, but also the concubines got a temple. So Southeast Asia, well, not just Southeast Asia, but lots of empires in history. It was an honor to have your daughter be a concubine of the king. You know, imagine being from a poor village. So, you know, the wife didn't get jealous. The queen, just how things were. One tour guide told us the other day had as many as 90 concubines. So they had to build 90 stupas. These ones were extra special though. The actual king was buried in this large pans. This personal favorite area of Ayutthaya. These three, so cool. Made of cement. Seen it again. History added. Something new. This one was Buddha, all made of brickwork. It was a pretty big one. And there's another one that's an arm lopped off. Ooh. Yeah, you can see those are the knees. Pretty crazy. There's the hand that used to be there.
Look at one hand.
Do not move any single brick from its original place for making any of your ideas. People that do that weird thing like in natural places, it will be charged as an illegal act. Chinese, Thai.
Over here, they already have done that.
Someone did that over there?
There's a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this guy might be at work. He's like inspecting everything. Work here. I just said that. Not into historical things very much, but one of the favorite we've been in the world, she just said. It looks very beautiful, very old, but beautiful. Good quote, good quote. This is my favorite area, man. 1, 2, 3, these stupas. I want to go back there to the Royal Palace area. I thought this might have been incorporated into the palace, but it's not. Maybe. I don't know the exact specifics. Yeah, let's go look at that. Triple stupa. I love it. Love it. Ooh, yeah. Where the kings live, the Grand Palace. Not much left of it over there. Overlooking this thing, which is cool. It's probably all connected at once. There's some information over there, what it used to look like. These guys gave this to us as gifts. I was just telling them how we were just there. Went to Miyazaki, to the place where the first emperor was from. Sign of peace. I like that. Cool. You got one too?
Yeah, but I want to take a picture.
Man, arigatou gozaimasu. Was the Grand Palace. So this was this place that was more intact over there. So it was part of it, but most of the palace does not exist anymore. But man, huge complex. Yeah, definitely was badly destroyed, the palace. They really did a number on that place. So this is the oldest painting of the city, 1600s, 1663 by Dutch visitor. That's very cool. Here's another one from the Dutch. One of these are British, I think. So yeah, all kinds of foreigners were coming by here. This one's from England. This is when the French court came here. Wow. Layout of the palace. I like this part over here. Royal Palace of Ayutthaya through the eyes of foreigners. Ayutthaya was one of the most prosperous kingdoms of Thailand and possibly the rest of the world. As seen on sailing and world trade maps, Ayutthaya at the time was the gold destination for navigators and foreigners who traveled around the world. Cool. The evidences greatly proves it right. Most foreigners arrived and stayed around the kingdom to do specific research about geography, locations, routes, city plans, and architecture, including the temples and palaces of Ayutthaya. This information from the eyes of foreigners has become the great source for the next generation to learn and see how the noble Ayutthaya kingdom used to be. And I was about to talk about the foreigners, so let's go by the palace, talk about that. This was once the throne hall of the Grand Palace, and really not much left. It must have been so amazing. They did some reconstructions up there, some pavilions or something, but so we're just talking about the foreigners. So 1511, Ayutthaya got their first visit from European foreigners. Portuguese sent a tribute mission, as they were the first to explore and colonize Southeast Asia and Asia. Soon more to follow. So the tribute mission would come in here, meet the king's gift, and it was the throne hall. What's inside this building? Really destroyed the palace. Everybody lives in the thing. Several trade treaties were made with the Portuguese, Dutch, English, Japanese, Persians, and more. The land of gold and spices, and foreigners lived in the city, facilitating trade and building their own neighborhoods. In 1686, Ayutthaya even sent an embassy to the French court of Louis XIV, all the way to France from here. What a trip that must have been. So this was well known worldwide. Independent, powerful kingdom. And the king would be hanging out right in here, meeting those emissaries and foreigners and trade missions and peace missions. And man, Very crazy. But the Buddhist nation in the late 1600s, 1700s became weary of foreigners, like bringing their Christian Catholic religion missionaries from France, and the British parking their warships off of the coast. So they began isolating more. And after some internal dynastic fighting throughout the 1700s, was a Siam golden age of literature, arts, and peace, until their neighbor Burma came in and finally seized the capital, burning it to the ground, and the entire area around the city was abandoned, as you can see, the ruins here. So let's tell the rest of the story another area. I guess there was a few different throne halls. Conflicting accounts make it difficult to pinpoint the time of construction of this palace. Built up over time, 1690, other times in the 1600s. But the palace was here. Built up over different eras. 1350 was the original section though. Here was King Narai's favorite palace area, and marked as his private chamber. The palace was reflected by the stylishly furnished, sumptuous setting of a fountain display, fish aquariums, a throne floating on the water where the king was seated while listening to the sermon, and celestial observatory. Whoa. During the Fra Petraea reign, the king allocated this part of the inner courtyard to the minor court nobles and officials. And alright, cool. Audience hall, meeting with officials, all was done in this abandoned area. There's the area where the floating throne might have been. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, there's massive birds all over. Ayutthaya, they're so cool. Get flying when I get up closer. There it goes. Oh yeah, like pterodactyl. These were the city gates, palace gates, moats. They had all kinds of defenses, but didn't stop the last horrible invasion. So it still has the holes for firing arrows out of. I don't know what, they must have had gunpowder and cannons by the time this fell, 1767. I wonder what the details are of that battle. Just outnumbered them. Couldn't protect the city. Crazy. Wonder how many people died in that battle. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The old palace was all right here. Beautiful blue bird. Oh, I was hoping to see it again. There it goes.
It wants to be on the phone.
No, he doesn't. So blue and awesome, but can't get him. He's out of there. Oh well. All right, let's walk past the palace ruins. A couple more temples. I guess each king kind of had their own throne area that they built upon each part of the palace, which is kind of crazy. Really nothing, hardly at all remains compared to the temples. Land of old royalty. Cool one with the lions surrounding it. Unique. Whoa. Really could see the Angkor Khmer influence. Yeah, those creatures too. I've never seen before. 1,000 roosters of all different sizes surrounded this king statue. Wow. Another cool tree. And Grand Hall. This is kind of cool, Sean. What was once in here? Golden Buddha. Royal family, some monks. Reclining Golden Buddha. Big pillars, man, those tall. Whoa, cool. Some training some soldiers or something. Bathhouse. Wow. Good one. So the Ayutthaya kingdom, they always had almost at all times during its existence, hundreds of years, some wars and conflicts with their neighbors, like in modern day Laos, modern day northern Thailand, Lana, modern day Cambodia, and especially Burma. So the Burmese, Myanmar, modern day Myanmar, had been coming here since the 1500s. There was even a time when there was a short-lived vassalage. They paid them, and they were kind of a part of Burmese kingdom, but then they made peace, got independence again. But yes, this is where they came, 1767. Totally destroyed. Good one. Huge pillared building. Fire melted brickwork. Hey. Naga stairs going up there. New guy from Nepal, Mr. Buddha, would influence a place so far away so much to this day. Thailand. I would say maybe other than Tibetans, probably the most Buddhist place in the world. It's part of their national identity, most Thais being Buddhist. Very cool. Weird green water and a monitor lizard swimming around in there, I think. Look at this crazy bird. Red beak. Ayutthaya is kind of like a birder's paradise. I'm liking that. I've seen at least 50 different species. Look at that, a red crow, red-winged crow right there. Monitor lizard or snake? I'm not sure. I think, yeah, monitor lizard. It's hard to tell, actually. That might be a... I don't know what that is. People like praying to this king. Reclining Buddha tucked away over here. Didn't see that. So we used to be here. Soldiers training. Just surrounded by it. The next one. Made it beautiful, he said. To this one, 1424. Just made it. Big tour group here. Japan, I think. A little crowded. That's okay. So 1424, 600 years old. Oh, you got an umbrella again. 601 years ago. The Chedi towers. right in the center of the island. Yeah, big group photo. Nice one. All right. Ayutthaya. Known around the world as Gold Siam Kingdom, 1767. Moved to Thonburi really quickly, the capital, as this area was evacuated of people. And then the capital since 1782, Bangkok. This. This one, saving the best for last, I think, here. This one's awesome. Oh, man, some good figures on this one. And you could climb up in there. Oh, let's go. Using the umbrella, but can't see it when you have the umbrella, but the tropical sun is getting to me a little bit. Oh. I haven't been to this one yet. This is a good one. Very cool. Wow. Garuda up there. This is an extra cool one. Saving the best for last, kind of. Still see the carvings there. The figures, Naga, Garuda. Cool view. Whoa. Ooh, smells kind of interesting in here. I think bats live in here. Crypt had some crazy gold stuff that they found in here. Ornamental gold objects that were the king's personal possessions. Wow. Down there, maybe that's where they were. Crazy to be inside one. Ayutthaya Kingdom. I think I explored a good amount. This was a good one. Finished the task of less than an hour, 2018. We had to rush around stages 3 days. Yes. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Good last temple. Haven't been to this one. Good trip. Nice. Alright, nice.
Temple Ray! Woohoo!
Woohoo! This one you can really see the Garuda bird and the 3 other deities or something. Saints. Oh, cool. The bodies. All heads lopped off. It's like they did it on purpose. Did a lot of filming. It's gonna be a long video. I definitely recommend Ayutthaya, especially if you're first time traveling, kind of, you know, interested in history, haven't been to a lot of places before. And don't give it 1 hour or something like I had when I first ever came here in 2018. I'm glad I came back. What's up, buddy? All kinds of kids, people from many countries. Friendly, helpful locals, you know, figuring everything out for you. Good, nice, cheap places to stay, tours, bike tours. Yeah, definitely recommend it, man. You like Ayutthaya?
Yes, very much so.
Alright. Let's see this floating market, maybe some other things, but this is the last temple ruin. Good one for the last one. Of Ayutthaya. Interesting snack. There's your chance to try that, a sample. Knives. Today, some Chinese influence of this one. It said it's 700 years old. Temple. Here we go. Mandarin, I hear. Chinese writing around.
It is real, right here.
Battery's running low. That's it. 1324, Thailand's largest ancient Buddha image. 26 years before the establishment of Ayutthaya as the capital, 1350. Chinese followers revere this Buddha image as God protected those who sail, since much sailing was done by the Chinese then for trade and for migration. Continuously used for over 700 years. And the meanings related to a love story of a Thai prince and a Chinese princess. That's pretty impressive. Ayutthaya. Well, one last thing to see. Impressive. This thing.
Anything back here?
Originally exposed to the elements so everybody could see. Man, that's crazy. Original. Bunch of Buddha. 19 meters tall. One of the most devout religious people I've ever seen, I think. Chanting, meditation. That was a good one. Real Thailand. Was just Chinese New Year. Experienced that in Bangkok, and around 40% of all Thai people have at least partial Chinese ancestry, they say. And there's a certain amount of Indian admixture as well from the Indianization. And there's the river. Perfect end to this amazing experience. 700 years old, that's amazing. Built before it was a capital. So there definitely was people here that existed before that. Catfish feeding time. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of those suckers. What in the world?
And she's throwing plastic peanuts or something in there, right?
Cool. Since 701 years, one of the oldest thing that we've seen. but built up on over the years. They said many architectural features added over time. Right near the river. Ayutthaya. Oh. Tiles in the. Just stopped by a bar, didn't film that. In the Ayutthaya train station. We're coming now.
Oh no, that's the. Wait, what?
I like it. It's cool. You got it in Thai, English, Chinese, and Japanese. Up there. Ayutthaya station. I like it. It's a cute little old place. Our train. Boat up, train back. I like it. Here we go. Here we go. I want Japan. We could drink beer on the
Put
train.
that down.
Keep it down.
No, put it on.
Video. Oh. Taking the train back. Multiple.
The train is so cheap,
Transportation.
only one, like 61 baht, so like $2 or $3 per person.
Guy
If
told
you
us
have-
no
if you have
alcohol in here,
only
but
that-
we're so used to Japan and Taiwan.
Make it a big thing, but you,
Why would they sell it at the station?
I don't know, I think that it's still very cool. If you can only get the fan, maybe you should get it. It's very cool.
Back
Better
to-
than Indian trains, something like that.
Yeah, it's old school, but it's
Ah, it used to be old school. It used to be really old school. They didn't have a seat, you just had a bench.